Hello everyone. In today's video, we will building this simple dark mode and you can add this for your next project. Let's go. So to get started, we first need to create a file called index.html, a style.css. So for this project, I assume that you has a little bit of understanding with HTML and CSS, and we will go through without going to a very small details about what is HTML and what is CSS. So for a quick shortcut to start your HTML, you can just use a shift exclamation mark and it will generate like a snippets for your HTML. So we will name our title to we call it simple dark mode by CQ. Alright, so let's go to the body. We will first add like a div to divide a sections. So for shortcut, I'm gonna use like a dot container. This will automatically generate a div tag with a class of container. Click enter. Alright, and next step, I will use like a header tag for our header. So let's call this dark mode. Next we need a button to toggle between our dark and the light mode. So for shortcut, I will use button with an ID of calling a toggle btn for short, and then I will use like a emoji. So in order to add emoji in your HTML, you can use window key plus semicolon. It will toggle your emoji. So we need moon. I'll use this. Okay, and then that is it for our header. And for the next one, I'll use main. This is like a simple p tag. So what do we need to say? This is a simple website with a dark mode switch using a simple HTML and CSS and JavaScript. Alright, I think that is good for our HTML. So I forgot to mention, in order to start this project, I recommend you to use like a live server in order to test your project locally on your machines. This live servers comes really handy. Alright, I assume that you install. If you haven't, go ahead and install, and then we will use open the live server. Here, a dark mode without anything, without CSS or JavaScript. This is our plain text. So let's add some CSS to make it a little bit, to make it look more beautiful and look amazing. So in order to use, there's many ways that you can use your CSS. The first one is you link external CSS file into your projects. The second one, you just you write it in your HTML file, that's called internal, and the other one is use inline. You can do it like this, and then we use like this. This is called inline. So for this project, I will use the external one to make our file cleaner. I'll use like this, and then we'll go to our style.css. So the first one that I want to mention is that in our CSS, you can create a variable that you can use later on. To create a variable in CSS, you use double hyphen, and then your variable name, I will call it background color, So when I use like a root selector like this, our variable will available globally. So we'll just like this one is for white, our light mode, and the second one should be our text color. Our text color when our background is white, our text of course it should be black, or any other like color that you want to use. For this tutorial or for this video, I will just use black. And our accents color, 333. This is our accent color. So this is for our light mode, and then for our dark mode, I will use that. I will call it class dark. So I think this is it for our style. Here is a little scaling that you can see. I think this is good, like for our simple website. I don't want to make it like complicated. Let's switch back into our project. So for the script, I'll use the script inside our HTML file, because it's really require a little bit of JavaScript. So for now, I will get our toggle button, this one. So for variable, I'll say call it toggle button, and we call it using document.get element by ID, and this is the ID. So we add, for the toggle button, we add event listener, so when the user click the button, we will change the background and the emoji. Click the callback functions that will fire when the user clicks on document.body.classList. So we will toggle the body text of our HTML to see if the dark class exists. We will remove it, and if it doesn't, it will add the dark class. So for toggle button, when the dark class exists, it should shows the sun's, because it indicates that the user can toggle it back to the light mode. Class list contain, we'll check if the body contain a class dark. So if it does, or else, so if it does contain the dark class, so we will use the sun's emoji here, else we will use our moon's emoji. I think this should be good to go. I forgot to add a quotation mark. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. This one is look pretty good, don't you think so? So you can like play around with it and try something new, or you can like extend to whatever you like here. And that is it for this video. If you enjoy, please leave a like and a comment to let me know what video that you want to see next. Thank you.